Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. Joining me now is my in-house analyst, Doyin Adio, with stories trending around the world. Hi, Doyin.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing wonderful this morning.
This beautiful morning. What's trending?
Well, Insecure star Issa Rae published a memoir 3 years ago, receiving recent attention Sunday for a chapter about dating between Black women and Asian men. The bestseller, The Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl, which Rae wrote before rocketing to fame on her HBO series, it includes a passage that proposes, quote, Black women and Asian men joining forces in love, marriage, and procreation. Educated Black woman, what better intellectual match for you than an Asian man, end of quote. A fan tweeted an excerpt from Issa Rae's book, Misadventures of an Awkward Black Girl, and zoomed in on a part where Issa discussed how Asian men are overburdened with racial stereotypes, which seemingly causes Asian women to date outside of their race more often.
Wow. So wait, is it people like this or people don't like this?
Well, a lot of people, haven't, given her shame for saying that. They're like, oh, well, a lot of Black men, they don't like dating Black women that have achieved a lot.
Yeah.
And also, Black men, they're getting a lot of, shade because of the way they portray themselves. Right.
So, of course, this is based on the American society, and I don't think that that's a true reflection of all Black men across the world. Black men in Nigeria are great, so it must be an American thing. But this thing of Black women and Asian men...
That's, weird.
I don't think it's weird.
It's not weird, but, just like she actually wrote about it in a book, it's like...
Yeah, she wrote about it in a book. And it's funny to know that she wrote that book before she shot to fame. So we can actually all write our books now before we make it and become famous. But she said something about Asian men being intellectually apt and can discuss with Black women. And we know that, there's this stereotype, which is true, of Asian men being very intelligent. So maybe that's what she's referring to. I'm not sure. But Black women and Asian men, I'll take it. I will. What do you think? No. Okay.
I'm not going to say why, but no.
Okay, what else is trending?
Following the fuss on social media last week on Nigerian author Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie's conversation with former U.S. presidential candidate Hillary Clinton Twitter's bio, it has now been updated. Adichie had questioned why Clinton had wife as the first thing on her Twitter bio. She asked to know if it was Clinton's choice to identify first in relation to her husband and why she chooses to, if she did. Although Hillary Clinton had a reasonable explanation why she had a wife lead in her bio, she said she would change it. She said, when you put it like that, I'm going to change it. Clinton talks about the importance of personal relationships while explaining why she has it up on her bio and the fact that women should be able to celebrate both their relationships and their achievements.
Okay, you know how I feel about this. We spoke about this, and I wish we could get a picture of the updated Twitter account. But so Hillary Clinton has taken wife off her bio. It's no longer the first thing when you go on her Twitter page. And I don't know how I feel about it. I wish she had come to that realization on her own. I wish it was something she decided on her own. Having someone look at you and tell you, oh, why do you have wife as the first thing? And then you feel ashamed because of that. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't want anyone telling me what to put on my bio. It's my conviction, it's how I feel. If I want to write wife and mother, even if I'm the owner of all the companies on Fortune 500, it should not be anybody's business. And I don't think I should be called out for that.
I personally thought it was a little bit too much. I was like, really? Where is this actually going? Because wives and mothers play an important role in the development of a child.
Exactly.
So a good wife, a good mother.
Development of the society. So if I want to write wife and mother again, I should be able to not have anyone tell me, why do you have wife?
That's the same thing like a father. As long as you're a good role model to your children and you make good decisions and help your children, realize these are decisions you need to make to, have a progressive life, then there's nothing wrong with that. I think she was just a little bit too much. I was like, okay, this lady,
this whole feminism thing,
she needs to really take a chill pill, really, seriously.
I don't know where to draw the line. But yes, what else is trending?
Superstar Afrobeat singer Davido gives his girlfriend Trauma a Porsche for her 23rd birthday present. Davido, who recently released the tune Assurance, dedicates the song to her, and he wrote on social media pages proclaiming his deep feelings for her with I love you and pet names. Wow. She's lucky.
Okay, yeah. I was going to say, Chema, enjoy it while it lasts, and maybe I'll still say it. But again, you never know. Maybe this is for real, you know. But he bought her a Porsche. That's great. I mean, yeah, who doesn't want a Porsche?
That's nice, but like, I mean, he spoiled her, which is really nice.
He's spoiling her.
But like, Demeter, you have to be very, very careful.
Why?
He's just, I mean, he's like a nice guy. Everybody says he's nice, but he's very fickle when it comes to his relationships. I mean, what if he's in love with her today and then tomorrow, like...
I feel like, yeah, okay, so there's that, but there's also, yes, expressing your love, you know? So he's expressing his love, he loves his girlfriend, he's buying her a Porsche, putting her picture up on social media, all of that. My major concern for Davido is not even about his relationships. My major concern for him is about the money and how he spends it.
That's
true. He is a big spender. I don't know if he's making as much money. He probably is, but he's also from a rich family, so that helps. But he really, I'm sounding like an aunt right now, but he really needs to be careful with how he spends. Buying everyone on his label Rolexes, buying this person a car, buying this, buying that. He's a big spender, and he's young. He should be investing.
Yeah,
maybe I'm sounding old right now.
No, what you're saying is true because they've already gone on trips to Barbados, Paris, Dubai, and I mean, thank God I think he has a college degree. He's graduated from college.
Yes, he is.
So he should know what to do with his money.
Exactly.
But
and yeah,
he's young, wild, and free.
Young, wild, and free, right?
I guess he just. I don't know.
Do you think this would affect his fan base? Because there are tons of girls dying to be with Davido right now. Tons of girls singing along to his music, dancing to his music, all of that. And all of a sudden he has this one girl all up on his social media.
No.
I love you, I love you, I love you.
I think what's going to happen is that a lot of girls are going to wish like they can be in her shoes and like there's going to be like, oh, I hope he breaks up with her so I can be the next person.
And they start hating. Do you think that would affect his music though? Not his music, but like sales and his popularity.
I don't think, I personally don't think so because he's shown a lot of love. He's shown a lot of compassion, a lot of care.
Right.
And he's just spoiling her. And like every girl wants to be spoiled.
Yeah, every girl wants to be spoiled.
And he hasn't really, I mean, I know when he was with the other lady that had like his first child, he said some like really nasty comments.
He said some demeaning comments.
So I mean, and that didn't, I don't think that affected his fan base. Then.
No, it did not. But yeah, well, I hear you. I hear you. Well done, Davido. Happy birthday, Chioma, and all the best to you guys. Yes. Come on, Arise. We'd love to talk to you.
Of course, that would be nice. A committee for women of color within Time's Up is calling to boycott musician R. Kelly, who has been accused of a range of sexual misconduct. Women including Ava DuVernay, Shonda Rhimes, Constant Wu, Amber Tamblyn, Robin Thede, and Journey Smollett-Bell reposted messages to support this movement on their own social media accounts. The committee asked on Monday that the music industry cut ties with the hit singer and songwriter while also seeking support from the Mute R. Kelly campaign that was started in 2017. In a statement to the news site The Root on Monday, the organization called for appropriate investigations and inquiries into allegations of R. Kelly's abuse made by women of color and their families for over 2 decades now.
And so it begins. This is what we spoke about yesterday, that maybe this is the start of something, you know? And now it's hashtag Mute R. Kelly.
He's going down. I hope so.
What do you hope? See, again, like, it's innocent until proven guilty.
Like, how can all those people say all of those things? And like, it just sounds like there has to be a lot of truth.
I don't even know what to say because I like R. Kelly's music.
I'm not gonna lie. I like his music.
Yeah.
Yes, he makes good music. He makes a lot of good hits.
Yeah.
But when you look back at all of the allegations, and then you know all of just the history behind it.
Yeah.
It's just like I mean, this guy is messed up, and he never ever changed his ways when he had the chance.
How are you doing? You're talking like, oh, you sat with R. Kelly in his house.
No, I didn't.
Like, change your ways, and he's like, no, I'm not going to change my ways. Now, we don't know if he's changed, but I know that we've said before, like, social media can be very unforgiving. Remember what happened with Chris Brown and Rihanna? I feel like Chris Brown is still paying.
But he never, like, hit
that.
any other woman again, did he?
We don't know that, but my point, my point is, yeah, this may affect R. Kelly's career, what's left of it. I don't know if he's still
Did he ever really have a career after,
exactly.
like,
He's probably into other things now, maybe like real estate or something. But if he really did sexually abuse anyone, he should be reprimanded for it, and we should know about it.
Well, he never came out with a personal statement. He never tried to explain anything. He just has kept quiet and gone to court and like, I didn't do it, I didn't do it, I didn't do it.
His personal statement?
Yeah, he hasn't made
any.
Yeah, he hasn't made it. He just goes to court and settles out of court. So it's like, okay.
Like everyone else does. Yeah, it's just, I guess it's his time, and R. Kelly times are up.
Like Aaliyah and then the other girls in the documentary and
all of that.
I think he probably did it.
Okay, well, what else is trending?
As the world marks Workers' Day, the labor union in Nigeria, NLC, has cautioned the government against missing the timeline for the implementation of the new national minimum wage for workers. The new wage is expected to take effect from August 2018. NLC President Ayuba Waba handed down the warning during a pre-May Day symposium jointly organized by the NLC and the Trade Union Congress in Abuja. He called on the federal government to address the issue of governance, inequality gap, unemployment, and development, amongst others, in the country. Mr. Waba added that the organized labor world continued to canvass for better policy options that would be beneficial to the working people, while decrying the incessant killings across the country. The theme of the day, 2018 May Day celebration, is Role of Labor and Workers in National Development. Dare to struggle and we dare to win.
Yeah, so we should actually have started off with Happy Workers' Day. Yes. So this is always going to be a thing, okay? People asking for more pay, people asking for an increase in the minimum wage. I agree with the inequality, the inequality gap that they're trying to close in terms of gender inequality. So yes, please, by all means, I say the men and the women went to the same schools, graduated from the same class, you know, had probably like the same grades and GPAs, and then they come out and you think, oh, the man deserves to get better paid or get a better pay than the woman. No, I do not agree with that. So yes, in that regard, yes.
But what about like expatriates, you know, how come they're like the gap when you look at the pay?
Yeah.
Like you can see a Nigerian that goes to like the best schools abroad, comes back. Sometimes they don't even come back as a choice. Their parents drag them to do NYSC, and then they get stuck in Nigeria.
Are you sharing your story now, Doi? I feel like Doi shared her story.
And then they work, and then like, you know, you don't have like some shitty like, you know, GPA. You have a pretty good GPA. How come you see like, no offense to like, you know, the white people, but like how come the gap is so big? Like we're getting paid like, I don't know, like 500,000, and then like the other person getting paid like 5 million naira, like.
Yeah, so I think in terms of expatriates, you have to understand that a lot of they have their families in other countries. Okay, so when you look at the exchange rate and when you look at what's the value of the currency that we spend here, the value of the naira against, say, the euro or the pound or the dollar, I don't know that they can earn the same thing that the Nigerians here earn because they have to like take care of their families in other countries. So that's one. But I understand.
But what if it's just like a young like person like you in their 20s, not married, or like even like
20s, not married, has parents, probably still has. So I don't know why I'm defending expatriates right now. I don't know why, but
how about this? Like, what if haven't you ever been like, okay, like I'm not like what if it's like they're not like a Nigerian. Okay, well, obviously they might have a dual citizenship. Yeah. But like, oh, you're still a Nigerian, so you don't deserve that pay.
Yeah, so maybe you need to, we all need to learn
to... need to fix things in this country with
we all just need to learn to negotiate better. If you're in an opportunity, if you're in a space and you have the opportunity to negotiate better, then negotiate better. But let's not hate on the expatriates.
Okay, let's say so.
Yeah, kumbaya, okay?
Okay. Well, our photo of the day is this rather happy photo of President Muhammadu Buhari and President Donald Trump. President Buhari met with the leader of the free world yesterday for bilateral talks and a working lunch, and it looks like it was a successful meeting. What do you think?
I think it's a cute picture. I love his smile. You know, like President Donald Trump's smile is one of the cutest smiles when it's genuine, and President Buhari looks happy as well. So whatever he's signing, hopefully it's for the benefit of the entire country and not just a few people. The way he's signing.
I think they really like each other. I watched the press conference yesterday, and I think they, were able to come to a common ground.
Yes, and I really hope he stood his ground. I really hope he didn't just take on everything that Donald Trump was saying, because I know there was some things about agricultural products
I was just about to ask you
and importing things into Nigeria. Let's just build our agricultural sector. Let's just build the agricultural sector in Nigeria. So when it comes to agriculture, let's just leave that out of everything. I don't think President Donald Trump should be meddling with agriculture in Nigeria. But that was a cute photo. And everyone keeps saying working lunch, working lunch, working lunch.